Well, everyone out there, you've probably noticed there's a lot of bees around the neighborhood. Well, joining us right now to talk about the importance of bees is Amy Ruskilly. She is back, education specialist for the Cuyahoga Soil and Water Conservation District. Amy, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so they're not only pollinators, correct? I mean,
Right.
why are they so vital to our environment?
Absolutely. Well, bees are not the only pollinators we have. We also have birds and butterflies, beetles, that kind of thing. But bees are integral to our agriculture because they are the ones that are taken from farm to farm and that pollinate our major crops.
Okay.
So if you look at all these items we have here, all the vegetables, all the fruits and everything, the majority of these were pollinated by honeybees, although a few of them were pollinated by native bees, of which there are about 4,000 in North America. Honeybees are not native to North America. A lot of people don't know that. I know, they were brought here from Europe.
No kidding.
No kidding. So there's about 4,000 different types of native bees that also help pollinate some of these crops. Tomatoes, pollinated by bumblebees.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's astounding because I remember in the news when everyone was they were freaking out that the bees were dying. And I don't think
Right.
people realize why they are so important.
They're vitally important because, we've all heard the statistic that 1 in 3 bites we take is owed to a bee. And it absolutely is. If we lost the bees, we would lose this is just a very small showing of what the bees can produce for us. Pollinators alone produce about $40 billion of products annually just in the United States alone.
Wow. Well, how can we do as viewers? What can we do to help?
Right. Well, we're not treating them very well. Okay, we're not treating them very well. There's a bunch of things that they have going against them. They have diseases and parasites that are working against them. However, things that we do in our yard by having that perfect yard, with just the turf grass and maybe a tree and maybe one flower, that is a wasteland to a bee. It absolutely is. So let's say you and I are going on a road trip, right? And you and I are gonna ride to California and we have no food, no shelter, and we have no fuel for our car. And about every 100 miles or so, we have to drink a little poison. It's not gonna be a very successful road trip, is it?
That's not a road trip.
It's not a road trip at all. So that's essentially what's happening to bees. When they fly over our landscape, they're on a really bad road trip. So what we can do to help out with that is we can provide them the food, the shelter, and not use those chemicals on our lawn so we're not poisoning them.
That's a really interesting way to think about it.
Yeah.
And it's in
Think
layman's
like a bee.
terms. You have to, no, but in layman's terms, that's
Yeah.
how we can help them.
Yeah.
So, how much honey do these bees produce here?
These honeybees will produce, my hive last year produced about 60 pounds of honey. And it comes out like this. This is what a frame of honey looks like. And then you extract it out into what we all see in the store, which is a jar of honey like that.
All right.
So I will be doing a honey extraction process at a native plant sale coming up on May 23rd over in Shaker Heights. I think we'll be putting the address up there.
Yeah, and there's the information right there. Native Pollinary Plant Sale, next Saturday, May 23rd, 18820 Shelburne Road in Shaker Heights, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go to cuyahogaswcd.org for more information.
Yep.
Amy, you really enlightened us, and
Great.
hopefully anybody who's out there who are afraid of bees, don't worry about it. They are so vital to our environment. Keep them safe. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you.
All right, now we're going to send it over to Holly.
All right, Michael, thank you so much. And joining me right now is the safety mom. And I know